are going to match what's online to what's in the store.
It's a weird concept.
That's incredible.
We looked at something that hasn't been a lot of innovation in the last decade or so. So we wanted to put our Car Now spin on it.
I've done away with all of the other vendors because Car Now is so much more significant.
We don't pressure people to get their information. We more answer the questions that they're asking us, and we earn their information.
We've noticed that all of our metrics have gone up. Nice little side effect, gross profits, which are kind of important too.
If you really truly care about the experience your guests are getting online, then Car Now is the right product because it truly gives them the experience that they deserve and that they've been asking for.
We've chosen Cars.com because that's where car shoppers are.
Cars.com, it has done wonders with the advertising because of the audience that's reached.
Cars.com constantly is changing things, constantly evolving with the market trends, constantly doing things differently for our store.
We've seen our leads and our traffic triple.
It's helping me sell extra 32 to 35 cars a month.
Cars.com, very easy to work with, and they're driving in more traffic.
When we increased our spend with Cars.com, our number of cars that we sell each month increased exponentially.
With Cars.com, you always know that you're going to get your ROI. We know that we're going to have a lot more quality customers coming in.
We're seeing a higher performance for our dollars using the Cars.com platform. We like to be number one, and Cars.com and a dealer rater platform all help us to make our business better.
So Cars.com has just been an amazing partner and has helped local dealers like us stay in business and continue to thrive.
We have results through Cars.com. As far as working with a company, you guys are the best.
Today, the way you play the game has got to change. Or does it? Is it a new game or the same game with new rules? I'll just cut to the chase over here by saying this, man. Meet the new boss. Same as the old boss. My friends, if you are a dealer, executive manager, general manager, damn it, man, if you're a general sales manager, salesperson, man, this is the show for you. Because on this brand new episode of The Best Show in Auto, Live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com, I'm going to tell you the 3 things you need to be doing right now to sell more cars. Do this now to sell more cars, the dealer's edition. Hit that share button and tell everyone, tell them all that Lopes is live.
Now for the hundreds watching live and the millions around the world that wish they could be here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for Live with Lopes.
What up, guys? It's Gary Vee, and it's time to get more Frank.
Frank, where are you?
Hey friends, if you ever had one of those situations where a customer says something to you and you have literally no idea what to say back to that customer? Or when a customer says something and you know what to say, but you just can't remember, man. You just can't get the words out. Look, both of those things used to happen to me all the time. That's why we developed these closing drills cards, word tracks for closers. Inside of this deck right here, 108 cards made specifically for automobile salespeople that will teach or remind you exactly what to say pretty much for anything that a customer could possibly say to you. On the front of the card is what your customer says to you. On the back of the card, what you say to the customer, along with why the customer says this and why you should say this right here to your customer. Like I said, 108 different scenarios, like what's your best rate? Hey, you don't know what to say? Don't worry about it. It's right here on the back of the card. If they say the payment is too high, don't fret. Don't get all messed up. It's right here on the back of the card. If they say, I need another $500 off, don't say, well, you know what? I need $500. No. It's right here on the back of the card. If they say the price is too high, don't say, I think the price is too low. No, it's right here on the back of the card. I want to think about it. I mean, like, I want more for my trade. The most popular ones, the things that you hear each and every single day, but don't know what to say, we got them right here. Never get tongue-tied. Never have your mind go blank. Never be at a loss for words. No excuse. Man, the excuses are going. No excuse for just plain old forgetting what to say ever again. Grab them today. Our first 8 shipments sold out in only hours. Shipment number 9 is huge because we don't want to say no to you. Just go to Closing Drills Cards down here this way. ClosingDrillsCards.com. Order your deck. I said deck. Order your deck today. You'll have them by the weekend.
You're Furman Chevrolet Mazda in Brandon, and it's time to get more Frank.
Live from the headquarters of Strong 30 Automotive Solutions, broadcasting from the Cars.com studio. It's the best show in auto, live with Lopes, where we help you improve your performance, fulfill your mission, and earn more commission. Here's creator and host, Frank Lopes.
Oh, yes, my brothers, my sisters, welcome. Welcome to another episode of The Best Show in Auto. Welcome to another episode of Live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com. I trust that you're all doing well, and I am so happy, so grateful, and so blessed that each and every one of you are here right now. My friends, generally, my shows are very, very specific, okay? Managers, do this. Salespeople, do this. BDC, do this. But this show, this is a very, very special show. This is the show that tells everyone, I'm talking about everybody, what they need to do right now to sell more cars. Dealers, I'm going to tell you what you need to focus on right now to sell more cars. Managers, I'm going to tell you what you need to do right now, what you need to be focusing on to sell more cars. BDC, I'm going to tell you what you need to focus on right now to sell more cars. Salespeople, oh, no. I didn't forget you. How in the world could I forget my salespeople, right? Don't worry, salespeople. I'm going to tell you as well what you need to focus on. Damn, I'm always telling you what to focus on to sell more cars, right? Do this now to sell more cars, the Dealer's Edition. Hey, if we've never met before, my name is Coach Frank J. Lopes, and I'm a motivator, inspirator, educator, navigator, marketer, and trusted advisor. And my mission is to help as many people as possible to provide a better life and more opportunities to themselves and the people who depend on them. I'm the president of Strong 30 Automotive Solutions, where we focus solely on sales and marketing strategy, performance coaching, and BDC, salesperson and sales manager training. I'm also the vice president of FB Digital, which is the best marketing and advertising agency in all of retail automotive. And tonight, right now on this show, I'm going to tell you, dealers, managers, BDC salespeople, BDC and salespeople, exactly what you need to do to sell more cars. But first, before I tell you, I need each and every one of you to tell me, are you in the live crew or are you in the replay crew? My friends, if you are watching live right now, Monday, October 16th at 9:11 p.m. Eastern Time, if you are watching this instead of that crummy football game on tonight, if you are watching this instead of baseball, you should be watching this, man, because what you're going to learn over here is going to last way more than any pleasure you're going to get watching any of those two things. If you are watching live, that means that you are in the live crew, and I want to give you the proper shout out live during the show, but I can't do that. I can't do it unless you right now in the comments type in, I am in the live crew, and then put your name right after it, okay? Put your name after so I can see your name so I can give you that shout out. But hey, look, if you're watching on the replay, you're watching this on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, 6 months from now, God knows I'll play it enough times so that you can watch it like 6 times within 6 months. That means that you're in the replay crew, and that means that I love you and I appreciate you being here. I just can't shout you out live. That's all, right? Like, it's impossible to do. So in the comments right now, I am in the replay crew and I can shout you out live. Well, kind of live. They'll be live in the comments when I actually read the comments. My friends, if you haven't done it yet, please, 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 it means the world to me. Hit that share button, okay? Let's get the show out to as many people as we possibly can, and that all starts by you hitting that share button. I know that you know somebody that needs to be watching the show tonight. You know what to do. You need to tag them in the comments. Just go down in the bottom into the comments, type in their name, hit the @ symbol first, type in their name. You'll see their profile will pop up. Boom, just click on them. They'll get a notification right now to jump on and to watch the show, or they can watch it later on in the replay. No big deal, right? It's all good, but they're not going to know to watch the show unless you tag them in the comments, okay? Dealers, tag all of your managers. Managers, tag all your salespeople. Tag everybody in your crew, and please bring them into the show. Last but not least, as we're going through, something I'm saying spurs an idea in your mind. It gets you thinking about something. Don't hold that in, okay? Please don't hold that in. Put it out into the comments. I look forward to reading your comments each and every single week, as does everybody else. Don't think that your comments don't mean anything. That's stupid nonsense stuff, man. I look forward to reading them each and every single week. Max Smith, my friend, Max Smith, great to see you on the show this evening. Robert Pollard, man, he tagged a whole bunch of people before I even asked him to. Robert Pollard, thank you so much for watching. Stacy Lilliston says, Mike O is here. Mike Overfelt is watching. Mike, you're alive. You're alive. That's amazing. That's amazing that you're alive, because I texted you like a month ago and you haven't answered me. Whoa. Scotty T from Lilliston Automotive. He's watching live as well. Jason G, my man. Jason G, so good to see you. Daniel Bracken, I see you, my man. Robert Lamar. Trevor Leffingwell, my man. Good that you are here as well. So many fantastic people. Tony Reed, I see you, Tony Reed. Awesome that you're here as well, man. Mr. Silva is watching live, man. So many great people here watching. Stephanie, JP, Robin Sells, my girl Robin. Jesus Enrique is here. Greg, my man Greg Hurst. Everybody from Lake Norman Jeep is watching tonight. That is absolutely fantastic. Tony Cornell, where you been? Been looking for you, girl. I've been like, where's Tony? Is Tony here? Where's Tony at? But now she's here. So great that you are here this evening. Donnie, man, so many great people watching. But look, I'll do more shout outs a little bit later on. What I want to do is I want to get into the show. So, okay, here we go. Remember, my friends, you have entered the No Smoke Zone. Everything here, straightforward, straight truth, whether you like it and whether you want to hear it or not. Let's start off by seeing what's in the news with the sound this time. Let's try that again. Ford Motor Company's executive chair, Mr. Bill Ford, says the UAW's month-long strike against the Detroit Three will devastate communities across the U.S. and harm the economy if it continues. Ford said the industry is, and I quote, at a crossroads during this round of contract negotiations.
Today, as the UAW strike against Ford continues, we are at a crossroads. Choosing the right path isn't just about Ford's future and our ability to compete. This is about the future of the American automobile industry. The UAW leaders have called us the enemy in these negotiations, but I will never consider our employees as enemies. This should not be Ford versus the UAW. It should be Ford and the UAW versus Toyota, Honda, Tesla, and all the Chinese companies that want to enter our home market. Toyota, Honda, Tesla, and the others are loving this strike because they know the longer it goes on, the better it is for them.
Ford continued saying they will win and all of us will lose. We can stop this now. We need to come together to bring an end to this acrimonious round of talks. For us car people, acrimonious means angry and with hostility and aggression. Speaking of acrimonious, you know where I'm going with this one, right? UAW President Shawn Fain responded to Ford's remarks with this statement. Bill Ford knows exactly how to settle this strike. Instead of threatening to close the Rogue, he should call up Jim Farley and tell him to stop playing games and get a deal done, or we'll close the Rogue for him. The Rogue is Ford's manufacturing plant in Dearborn, where F-150 trucks are made. Fain continues, it's not the UAW and Ford against foreign automakers. It's auto workers everywhere against corporate greed. If Ford wants to be the all-American auto company, they can pay all-American wages and benefits. Workers at Tesla, Toyota, Honda, and others are not the enemy. They're the UAW members of the future. Patrick Anderson, CEO of Anderson Economic Group, said the industry is nearing a point of no return if the 5-week-old strike isn't resolved quickly. Anderson says we are on the cusp of permanent loss of production and suppliers that are at risk of bankruptcy. So far, economic losses from the work stoppage have exceeded $5.5 billion, his firm said earlier this month. That includes roughly $2.7 billion lost by the Detroit Three and $1.6 billion lost by suppliers. AEG plans to release updated figures later on Monday. I'm not sure if they came out yet. Anderson echoed Ford's comments that the strike is likely helping the Detroit Three's competition. He said manufacturers that aren't experiencing the negative effects of a strike are poised to realize a significant advantage in the marketplace. Well, friends, what Bill Ford said is true. If you are one of the big three or the UAW, this really is not UAW versus the big three. The two sides should be working together. Now, here comes the no smoke zone part, okay? Which of those two sides are not working together? Well, to be honest, nobody knows. You know the old saying, there's 3 sides to every story. Your side, their side, and the truth. Well, I feel, as well as many I've spoken to, that this old saying has become true again. And while the imports and Elon are watching And once again, they're going to become the winners when all of this is over. Let me correct Mr. Ford on one point here. Toyota, Honda, Tesla, they don't want the strike to go on for long. They want the UAW to keep their requests as high as the sky, and they want the big three to give the UAW whatever they want. Higher wages force the big three to increase prices of their vehicles and increase prices of their parts. It increases their operational costs across the board in every single way. Thus, it increases the MSRP of their vehicles, because they have to try to make up the difference somewhere, right? It causes them to cut incentives and cut support to dealers in ways like floor plan credits and other dealer incentives, which causes dealers to move their floor plans to non-OEM backed financial institutions. In my opinion, Toyota, Honda, Tesla, they've already won, but they shouldn't hold up their trophy for long, as Fain already alluded that he's coming. Like Coach Prime, right? He's already said he's coming, but he's coming for Honda, Toyota, and Nissan assembly plants in the USA. My friends, we are nowhere, right? Nowhere near seeing the end of this strike. Even if this was all to be settled out tomorrow, signatures on paper, everything good, everybody raising the fists of victory together and everything, the real end of this is something that will not be seen by our eyes for months, if not years to come. And my friends, that is what's in the news. What dealers need to do right now to sell more cars. We'll get into point number one right after the break on this brand new episode of The Best Show in Auto, Live with Lopes. We will be right back.
Live with Lopes is brought to you by Car Now, the only road to real time. Hamlin and Associates. Your next record month starts here. And Cars.com, showcasing the full value of local dealerships to the most valuable experience.
That's where car shoppers are.
Cars.com, it has done wonders with the advertising because of the audience that's reached.
Cars.com constantly is changing things, constantly evolving with the market trends, constantly doing things differently for our store.
We've seen our leads and our traffic triple.
It's helping me sell extra 32 to 35 cars a month.
Cars.com, very easy to work with, and they're driving in more traffic.
When we increased our spend with Cars.com, our number of cars that we sell each month increased exponentially.
With Cars.com, you always know that you're going to get your ROI. We know that we're going to have a lot more quality customers coming in.
We're seeing a higher performance for our dollars using the Cars.com platform. We like to be number one, and Cars.com and a dealer rater platform all help us to make our business better.
So Cars.com has just been an amazing partner and has helped local dealers like us stay in business and continue to thrive.
We have results through Cars.com. As far as working with a company, you guys are the best.
Live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com.
Hey everyone, this is the Magic Man, Magic Johnson, 5-time NBA champ with the Lakers. It's time to get frank.
Do this now to sell more cars, the dealer's edition on this brand new episode of The Best Show in Auto, Live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com. My friends, I am so happy that each and every one of you are here this evening, because tonight's show, if you're watching this live, if you're watching it on a re-live, if you're watching it on the replay, it does not matter. Tonight's show is the show that you need to be watching. If you are a dealer, if you are a manager, if you're a salesperson, if you're a BDC manager, it doesn't matter, man. If you work in the car dealership, this is the show for you, because I'm telling you straight up what dealers need to do right now to sell more cars. The last few weeks, we've been very specific on the show 2 weeks ago talking about what salespeople need to do right now to sell more cars. Then last week, we talked about what managers need to do to sell more cars. Tonight, man, we're talking about the dealership, specifically dealers, what you need to be keeping your eyes on. And managers, salespeople, what you need to be keeping your eyes on, because I just told your dealer that they need to keep their eye on this, man. This is the show. If you, and I'm telling you straight up 100%, if you don't follow my guide, if you do not follow the 3 things that I lay out for you to do this evening, then to be quite honest, you're gonna fail, and shame on you. Because tonight, October 16th, I told you exactly what to do, and you chose not to listen. You thought, I got it, man. I got it. What am I going to listen to this guy with the New Jersey accent and the hoodie? What am I going to listen to him for? Because I know what I'm talking about, son, and you're about to go down if you do not work on these 3 things, okay? Enough of the hype, and let's get into it. What dealers need to do right now to sell more cars. Let's kick it off with number 1. And number 1 is set and confirm appointments. Set and confirm appointments. My friends, it still baffles me how many automotive professionals still underestimate the power of operating their dealership in an appointment culture. It behooves me to continue to talk about this every chance I get, during every training, during every podcast or show where I'm a guest, during every conference at which I'm speaking at, on every episode of this show, you're going to hear me talk about the importance of an appointment culture. The idea that the dealerships, you dealers, have created and you treat them with the same urgency as a drive-through at McDonald's. The idea that managers would rather walk into their day blindfolded like a criminal sentenced to death before the firing squad instead of working in an appointment culture. The idea that salespeople have so little value for their most valuable asset, which is their time, that they would actually tell someone looking to make a $20,000, $40,000, $80,000 purchase some loose and lame crap like, oh yeah, I'm here. I'm here till 8. Come by anytime. Talking on their cell phone instead of on the phone at the dealership, right? Just leaving it all loose, leaving it up to chance. Friends, the appointment culture is absolutely necessary for success. It's always been that way. And guess what? It will always be that way. Damn it, man. That was one of the first things ever taught to me by my general manager, Elio Principato, back when I started selling cars, like way back in the olden days. Friends, doctors work by appointment. Dentists work by appointment. Lawyers work by appointment. Damn it, man. The guy coming to paint my bathroom works by appointment. Yet, automobile dealers, managers, and salespeople all of which have the potential to earn more money than a doctor, a dentist, or a lawyer without the need to carry millions of dollars of malpractice insurance and hold someone else's life and their future in their hands. Man, this baffles me still to this day. Dealers and managers, listen to me now. Next step for you, once you open your eyes that have been closed by your ego for all of these years, next step is for you to be 100% solid, to be 100% committed to an appointment culture, okay? And not only that, but also confirming these appointments. Don't allow the urge to just have one of the girls in the BDC confirm them. Don't let that go to confirming appointments, man. You damn fools. That's your money. That's your salespeople's money. And with no disrespect to anybody in the BDC whatsoever, you're trusting confirming appointments to someone who makes $12 to $15 an hour and does not get paid to do that job. Their job is to set appointments dealers, managers, it's your responsibility to confirm them. 10 confirmed appointments on a Saturday means you're going to have at least 6 show up and sell at least 4 cars. And I'm being conservative at those numbers. And if you haven't figured it out yet, man, if you haven't gotten this, let me explain this one to you, okay? I am 100% in favor of sales managers confirming appointments. It gives the opportunity for super early EMI. For those of you that have no idea what the hell EMI means, you're like, you know, like like when you squeeze a squeaky toy in front of a dog and they go, what's that? EMI stands for Early Manager Introduction. It gives the opportunity for the customer to know who the manager is. It transfers confidence. It does everything good for the dealership, the manager, the salesperson, and the customer. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I just remembered something. I remembered why you can't confirm appointments. Man, you guys didn't tip me off on this one. Now, how in the world could you guys all forget this? Maybe I got to get a new crew over here or something like that. Is that what I need to do? I remembered why you can't confirm appointments, managers. Because you're too busy. That's right. Because you're too busy. Come on, man. Come on. We know that's not what it is. It's because you think you don't have to, or even worse, you think you shouldn't have to. But man, there is no thing that you do that's more important to set up your day, managers, than to confirm your appointments. Man, nothing else. More to come. Don't go anywhere. There is more on this brand new episode of The Best Show in Auto, live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com. Coming right up. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Live with Lopes is brought to you by Cars.com, showcasing the full value of local dealerships to the most valuable experience. Hamlin & Associates, your next record month starts here. And Car Now, the only road to real time.
Are going to match what's online to what's in the store.
It's a weird concept.
That's incredible.
We looked at something that hasn't been a lot of innovation in the last decade or so. So we wanted to put our Car Now spin on it.
I've done away with all of the other vendors because Car Now is so much more significant.
We don't pressure people to get their information. We more answer the questions that they're asking us, and we earn their information.
We've noticed that all of our metrics have gone up. Nice little side effect, gross profits, which are kind of important too.
If you really truly care about the experience your guests are getting online, then Car Now is the right product because it truly gives them the experience that they deserve and that they've been asking for.
You're watching Live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com.
Friends here, they want to say something to you.
We're back, my friends. Do this now to sell more cars, the dealer's edition on this brand new episode of The Best Show in Auto, live with Lopes. And my friends, this segment is brought to you by AccuTrade. Acquire more inventory online and in-store at the perfect price, powered by Pure Audience and the most accurate appraisal engine in automotive. Dealers, learn more at accu-trade.com. My friends, so great that each and every one of you are here with us this evening. We're talking about the things that you all need to do right now, literally right now, to be able to sell more cars, the dealer's edition. That's what we've been talking about on this brand new episode of The Best Show in Auto, live with Lopes. There's a great comment during the break that popped up. Matt Nelson, I wonder if can I put this on the screen? There we go. Matt Nelson saying, we reward our sales reps $1,000 for 10 sold appointments and spot cash for for sold appointments on Saturdays. See, that's what I'm talking about. You see, Matt Nelson gets what I'm saying. He totally understands. He knows what time it is. He knows what's got to be done. Everybody give a thumbs up right now in the comments for Matt Nelson, because he absolutely deserves it. He gets it, man. $1,000 for 10 sold appointments and spot cash on top of that. And I'm sure still whatever the commission is for that sale each and every single time. Why? Because Matt knows, man, because Matt knows what time it is. Matt knows what needs to be done, and he knows put your money behind, man, put your money where your mouth is. And think about it. $1,000 for 10 sold appointments, $100 a piece, okay? There's a lot more cheese. There's a lot more cha-ching in those appointments showing up. Less wasted time, man. And we all know appointments that show are going to close at a much higher rate. So, man, a big thumbs up to Matt for that, because that was absolutely fantastic. See, this is what I mean, man. When you're thinking about something during the show, share it, man. Put it in the comments so that everybody else can be on the exact same page as well, so that we can all learn from something good. You're sitting there and you're thinking, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. No, stop that stinking thinking, man. I want to hear what you have to say. And you know what? The real people, the real professionals on this show, they know and they want to read what you have to say as well. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's get into number 2. And number 2, my friends, number 2 is something that I've been accused of loving just a little too much. And I got to say, those accusations, those accusals, they're absolutely true. Because number 2 tonight, number 2, how to do this to sell more cars, it's follow up. It's follow up. My friends, make no mistake about it, okay? Look, I'll be the one to admit it. I love follow up. I do. I love follow up. Also, don't let me fool you, okay? I didn't always love it. When I was a salesperson, man, they basically had to threaten to cut my toes off for me to do follow up. Then I contemplated, do I really need them toes? And then they had to threaten to cut my fingers off. Then I did my follow-up, okay? So many of you in the comments right now, F you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. FU equals follow-up. But dealers, managers, salespeople, this is an absolute must-have ingredient in the recipe for automotive sales success. No unsold showroom follow-up, and you will waste 50% of your physical opportunities. No lead or telephone follow-up, and you will waste literally 90 to 95% of your incoming electronic opportunities. And when I say follow-up, I don't mean one lame-ass email, one templated email, or one phone call and be, well, they didn't answer. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about relentless, at least twice a day follow-up using multiple communication tools, text, phone, email, video. Damn it, get a piece of paper, an envelope, a pen, and a goddamn pigeon if you have to. Friends, you're still saying F you to follow up. And when you do, I say F you to you. And you know what I mean when I'm saying F you, when you say F you to F you. If you're confused, keep up, son. We talk truth here, okay? And sometimes we talk a little fast on this show. And absolutely, if follow up is not one of the ingredients in that recipe for success, you ain't gonna bake the cake the right way. Those cookies are not gonna come out right. You are gonna put in enough batter, what you think is enough batter for 20 cookies, and you're gonna get 3. If you're lucky, you're going to get 3. My friends, follow-up is absolutely necessary. Dealers, it is absolutely necessary that each and every one of you, dealers, I'm going to give you a little work over here, okay? Because you need to get back engaged in your store again. It is necessary that each and every one of you go and look at your desk log each and every single day. You know that thing that's in the CRM. You know the CRM, that thing that you sign the check for every month. You know, eLead, VIN Solutions, Drive Centric, you know, right? You sign the check every month. Do you even know how to log in? Do you even know where the desk log is? I know you're saying, well, Frank, I've got managers for that. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you got managers for that. You got somebody that sits around and counts your money all day as well? Yeah, it's called an accountant. Okay, smartass. Okay. How about you give your accountant more things to count by you actually having your mind on your money? Okay, and actually inspecting your money. Go into that desk log, every unsold customer. Were they followed up with, and were they followed up with properly? Were they followed up with according to the process that you have set up? Were they followed up with at all? My friends, this is all stuff that needs to be talked about. This is all stuff that needs to start from the top, not from the bottom up, from the top down. From the top down, just like our next point, just like number 3. Let's keep it going. Number 3, the most important one of all, the one that is most lacking in dealerships today. Yes, more lacking than appointments, more lacking than follow-up, more lacking than 0% financing, more lacking than over 800 credit scores. I'm talking about accountability. Accountability. My friends, you've heard me crack multiple jokes about the gurus in the treehouse rooms, where everyone gets together and pontificates and preaches about how awesome they are when they really suck, about how amazing their stats are when they don't know what their stats actually are. But absolutely, they know that they don't want you to know what their stats actually are. Man, ho, ho, ho. They all love to spit out all those ear-catching words like tonight's number 3, accountability. Let's break this down, okay? First, most people think accountability basically means yelling at people, demeaning them, demoralizing them, demotivating them, taking them by the back of the head and rubbing their noses in what they made a year ago. Friends, actually, if you believe that's what accountability is, you're no friend of mine, because I'm not a friend with fools. Dealers, accountability starts with you. Are you holding your managers accountable to the standards you have set forth for success? Do you even have standards for your success? Or is your standard just to make enough money for you to make your mortgage and boat payment? Come on, man, what are we doing over here? Managers, are you holding everyone on your team accountable to do the things they need to do to succeed each and every single day? Are you doing it by inspecting, checking, evaluating, coaching, training, or just by yelling that they suck? And if things don't shape up, you'll be looking for new managers. Let me save you some time. Okay, if that's what you're doing, let me save you some time. Because after you say dumb shit like that, just call HR and tell them to run ads on Indeed for managers, all positions available. Because they're all going to leave anyway. You're not going to have to fire them. They're going to leave on their own. And most importantly, dealers, managers, salespeople, are you holding yourself accountable to a certain set of standards which are much higher than the ones you've been holding yourself to for the last 3 years? Because, my friends, if you are not, you're not going to succeed. It's just that simple, and it's that straight. If you're not holding yourself to a much higher level of standard than you have over the last 3 years, you are absolutely 100%, you're going to fail. All right, coming up after the break, it's my final word on this brand new episode of the best show in auto, Live with Lopes. Don't go anywhere. The final word is coming up. We'll be right back.
Live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com. The 7-Minute Setup by Frank J. Lopes was tagged as one of the 7 best investments you can make by Forbes magazine. Yeah, Forbes magazine. Grab it today on Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, and wherever books are sold online.
Hello, everybody. This is Chris Martinez, and it's time to get more Frank.
It's the final word on this brand new episode of The Best Show in Auto, live with Lopes. My friends, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here all the way to the final word. And my friends, the final word tonight, like I said it in the beginning of the show, meet the new boss. Same as the old boss. My friends, I get criticized a lot for being old school. I get criticized a lot for focusing so much on the basics. Oh, Coach Frank? Yeah, Coach Frank is great if you want to learn the basics. Said by the person about to go broke because they've been focused on all the fancy stuff for way too long. My friends, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. The boss is always going to be the basics. The boss is always going to be doing the things that you know you need to do, when you need to do them, how you need to do them, whether you feel like doing them or not. Everybody in Strong 30 training right now just went, oh my God, he found another way to work discipline into what he's saying, because that is the definition of discipline. Doing what you need to do, when you need to do it, how you need to do it, whether you feel like doing it or not. My friends, we have not felt like doing the things that bring success for way too long, because we have been sending a message to our mind, a false positive to our mind of what success is. Over the last 3 years, we've all been making more money by doing less work. Now, while I'm extremely happy for all the money, I am not at all. I am ashamed. I'm disappointed about the lack of work. And that lack of work is coming back now to haunt so many automobile professionals all over the country. And when I'm saying automobile professionals, I'm not just talking about the salespeople. I'm talking about managers. I'm talking about dealers. Each and every single one of us are paying, okay? We are paying for the sins that we have been committing over the last 3 years, thinking that everything was great. Like that whole thing of what was that story in the Bible of Moses, of when Moses went up to the mountain and everybody was below and they were all like singing and dancing and thinking that everything was great. And then he comes down with the tablets, right? We're all the people that were down the bottom singing and all that, Sodom and Gomorrah or something like that, right? I'm not really sure. Old Testament, not really like up to date on that. And you know what? Moses is coming down the hill. He's coming down that hill right now, and he's got the tablets. And on those tablets are, you know what? The basics. And everybody's like, they're doing that thing like in the movie. They're doing that of shock, because they know that they have been living in sin. My friends, each and every one of you have been living in sin. If you've been in the automotive industry, you have most likely been living in sin for the last 3 years. It's time to repent. It is time to come up to the altar. It is time to come up to the altar on your knees and ask for forgiveness from the car gods. And from the grace of the car gods, you will be given forgiveness, and you will be able to repent, and you will be able to correct your ways simply by following Coach Frank and simply by focusing on the basics. Everything I talked about during the show tonight, all of those things, right? All of the things you need to do right now to sell more cars, man, I'm going to tell you, they may not be fancy. Okay, they may not have any AI in them, but I'll tell you one thing, they got a lot of I. May not be any artificial intelligence, but brother, there's a lot of intelligence in what I said tonight, in those things, in making sure that we do the things that we need to do. That's how you're going to succeed right now. And not just right now, but also into the future as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Cars.com and to Car Now. Thank you all so much. See you all week long during the relives all week. We're going up to 3 a day now at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and at 9 p.m. Eastern time each and every single day. My team says we need more. You guys are crying out, we need more. Guess what? You're going to get more. There's going to be more Live with Lopes coming up. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.